I only have a couple Twitch accounts, so I can see when I'm live on my other one. You know, there it is.
Okay.
Cool.
We are live.
We are live, and have you ever done a paired stream before?
No, I haven't.
never
I've never done a paired stream before.
I haven't either. It doesn't. I know Twitch added this feature where it's like add a guest, and I'm like, that would work if you were just talking. It wouldn't work if you wanted to actually like interact with anything. I know I've seen people do like separate streams, like get on Discord and be like in an audio channel and do separate streams but share the audio feed.
Yeah.
But this is having two people on this stream itself is not as common. Can I move your? Okay, I can't move. I was wondering if I could move our faces.
We could probably just change the layout in StreamYard, right? Like,
I can do this too. Yeah, if that's better. Yep. Like, I don't know. Nice. Covering the screen is kind of rough, but I do it all the time. I just have it on the other side because we read right to left anyway. Cool.
I usually have the green screen up so I can like know when I need to just like get out of the way.
My green screen's up, so but it again. My green screen's always up. I don't put it down. Cool.
All right.
So I don't know if the best thing to get started would be to send this to the GitHub container registry or make a branch and start making Helm charts. Like, what would be the easier starting point for this?
Well, I think the first thing we should probably do is we should probably get K3s on this Raspberry Pi.
Okay.
And see if we get that going. So I don't know if there's many people watching right now, but what we're going to do. So you've been working on this Golang application for
like 3 months.
A little while on stream. Okay, cool. And what does it do?
So this app, so I'm building an O'Reilly course. Mm-hmm. So I've done some live O'Reilly courses in the past, and this is an additional one. That's going to be like web services and Go. And so the whole point of this little game, it's just 20 questions, mm-hmm. It's just to basically have all of the demo code that I'm going to use in the course.
Okay, nice.
So it has, and so web services, the things we're looking at, it's just a REST API. So we mm-hmm. have a nice clean REST API, a database API, so an interface to the database, and then monitoring and metrics. So Prometheus, alerting, auth, those middleware type things, anything that you would actually need for the operation side mm-hmm. of maintaining a web service. So that's the point of this repo, is cool. To showcase all of that. But I didn't want to actually build anything I would have to use.
Yes.
So just the game was really easy, 20 questions. Everybody kind of knows how to play that. And then we could just showcase all of the stuff we'd want to do for that course.
Sweet. Awesome. So well, this is going to be so fun. So we probably want, okay, so we'll install K3s. We'll get like Prometheus up and running too at some point.
Oh, yes.
We'll get Postgres, and we'll get this application installed. So I think we'll start, now that you have like SSH access to this Raspberry Pi, I'm going to throw this link over to you. I think K3s up is probably the easiest way to install K3s. And for those who don't know, K3s is like a lightweight version of Kubernetes. It's a distribution of Kubernetes that can actually run on a Raspberry Pi without taking up a bunch of resources and running a bunch of services. It's just a single binary, single process kind of deal, which is awesome. And so you use a single binary for both like the actual like API server as well as like the agents. So you can actually cluster these. I have a Raspberry Pi cluster at home where I run I run 4 nodes. And there's 3 Raspberry Pi 4s, and then I have over here this little Raspberry Pi Zero. I can't move my camera over here. This Raspberry Pi Zero that's also running little workloads as an agent, which is pretty cool. And so, yeah, it's a fun time. And so I'm assuming your SSH is using your you have your public key on the box, so you can just SSH with your.
I'm using Tailscale SSH actually.
Oh, okay. Cool. I don't know exactly how Tailscale SSH works, but I'm assuming it's going to work fine with K3S up.
Essentially, instead of me having to have the public key that I share, Tailscale is hosting that key for me.
Oh,
so
nice.
They're just building the connection for me. So
yeah, very cool.
I am on the machine right now. Like I've already SSH'd into it using Tailscale SSH. So in theory, I should just be able to use the commands from the website and it should run.
Yeah, so there's a couple things we need to do to prepare Raspberry Pi 4 for this. So the way K3S up works is you could actually run it you could run it either on the machine itself if you're already SSH into it, or you could run it on your machine and like provision, another machine that you have SSH access to, which is actually pretty cool, especially if you're like doing it for a lot of different machines. But yeah, so I think there's a couple things in the README for K3S up that talks about Raspberry Pis. So there's a couple things that we do need to make sure are here, specifically that we have support for C groups enabled, so that we can actually run Dockery things and containers in here.
Probably true. Where's Raspberry Pi? Oh, look, it says there's a demo with the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, that one's fine. I think there's also a section that's like
microtutorial for Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, so you've already flashed your SD card, which is great. You already got SSH set up. I think the part that you'll need is it's like the 5th or 6th bullet point down. Enable container features in the kernel by editing boot command line text. And putting cgroup enables. Yep.
So enter. So I need to add this to boot command line text on the Pi?
On the Pi, yep, and then you need to restart it.
Oh, and then you... Oh, how do you restart the Pi? Is there a secret way to restart?
Just reboot. Yeah, just the reboot command.
I didn't know there was a reboot command. I've just been unplugging. Well, before I actually had access to it, I've just been unplugging. It said it was in the boot directory, boot, and then command line text, or boot.
Yeah, it's going to be boot command line text for. I'm assuming you have Raspbian installed.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be in the root, and so you're also going to have to sudo that.
Oh, I do. So I can just edit it.
Yep.
Boot command-line.txt.
Cool. I don't know what directory you're in.
It says it's in a new directory, so
yeah, I think you just need to do /boot.
PWA. I'm in. Yeah. Okay. Oh, duh. Of course I need to do /boot. This is it's a new file.
That's interesting.
That should already be a thing.
CMD line.txt. Let's look at that.
Oh, that's because I totally wrote command. I
just wanted to spell it the long way.
CMD. I did want to spell it the long way. There we go.
There we go. We got it.
Okay. See? And now, there we go. And that should be all I need.
Yeah, I'll just make sure, because I'm not sure what the bootloader is going to do.
Oh, it says
make sure it's a space and not a new line.
Yeah, add the following to the end of the line. Where am I? Don't quit. Okay. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Come on. Oh, goodness me. Now. Oh, see, now it won't do it. Okay, I'm going to copy that again.
As
Because
it's
I'm
probably putting
copying
in a
it
new
with
line
the
when you
line right
paste it.
now. This is why I use NeoVim and not VI, and why I develop on a Mac. Okay, where am I? Right here. That's good.
Boom.
That should
All
work.
right.
Okay. So now that that's there, I just need to do the server IP and user Pi, and I can do that locally. Or is that saying do that on the Pi?
So this would
Well, you
be
said we need
from
to
your
do the
Mac.
boot command first, right? So you said it was reboot?
Oh yeah, sorry. Reboot that Pi.
Okay.
All right. And then it will eventually come back up. Your SSH might time out until it's back up.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining, everybody. Everybody who's here.
That's on your stream.
Is that on my stream?
That's on
Oh,
your
great.
stream.
I'm trying to figure out how StreamYard, do they put all the comments
That
together?
little link, I don't know. Do you have? I have a little link icon on the ones that come from your stream as opposed to the ones that come from my stream.
Okay.
So we can, not that we don't discriminate against what stream you're watching on. We just, it's nice to know.
Here, link streams, yes. Well,
So.
howdy, everybody who's joined. We're working on some K3s on a Raspberry Pi. I'm going to get it all installed. Okay, it looks like you're back in. The way I've always done it is I've always done it from my own host machine instead of directly on the Raspberry Pi, but there is a way to do it directly. It's probably in the README somewhere.
But do I have to have K3s installed on both of them, or just K3s up on both of them?
You just need K3s up. Yeah, K3s up is just the installer. All right, so you can do it directly on the node. So I would copy that, whatever it was, to download K3s itself.
Yeah, the download. I mean, I'll run it locally. I don't care.
Either one.
Okay. I'll run it.
I guess remote, remote could be cooler, but I'm not going to discriminate.
Okay. Let's just,
your decision.
I'm doing it on my Mac.
On your Mac? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, Alex Ellis wrote this. He's pretty cool. So
yeah,
now
Alex is a cool guy.
I mean, not that I've actually met him. I just follow him on Twitter. So you know.
Okay, so now that we have K3s installed, we can do K3s up, or sorry, K3s up installed. We can do K3s up install, and then we simply specify what server, what the IP for our server is, which I guess we would have to resolve.
We could use you can still use the Tailscale IP.
Okay, sweet.
Right. So I just need to get my Tailscale IP, which is this one. In theory, if I in theory I should be able to just put Raspberry Pi, but we'll just put the Tailscale IP. It's fine.
Yep.
Handshake failed. Unable to connect.
So I wonder if this is because of Tailscale SSH.
Oh, it probably is. Did I get the right IP? Well, yeah. Well, then I can just run it locally on the other one then.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Now I need to install it again, which is at the top. No, it wasn't. It's not. This is so much documentation. It's nice.
It is. Yeah. For something that's pretty simple.
Okay. So the help ran. So now I can just do K3s up.
I think you do K3s up install, and then I think you do -- local.
Well, I mean, it's working.
Yeah, so this is going to download K3s, and then it's going to install it.
So now I can tell the people at Tailscale that they need to make Tailscale SSH do this, and then all their problems will be fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just submit an issue on the client, and then do it myself.
I need to play more with Tailscale SSH.
I mean, I don't know. I do not. I guess I only use Tailscale SSH for work and pretty much anything anymore. Yep. Like everything I do with SSH is on Tailscale.
That's so cool. pretty nice, to be honest. Okay, so it looks like it's installed and it's running. We don't have to join because we're not clustering.
Because I don't already have one. That would be if I added an additional thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you would join, and that's also very nice and easy to do too. But what this should have done is, I think the only other thing is we need to get the at the kube config. I guess, yeah, K3s. Let's try that. K3s app ready.
This command?
Yeah. I don't think you need to pass in the context though, because you didn't pass in the context before.
Okay. Well, then I'll get rid of that.
As a default.
Maybe.
The thing I don't know is if they saved a kube config for you. Cool. We're good. Okay, so it looks like it did drop a kube config. If you want to cat that, you might want to redo this once we're off stream, so nobody has. Like,
so nobody can get my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we already have some other stuff, but okay. So this kube config you could probably copy paste onto your Mac, and then that way we can use kubectl, or I like using K8s to like look at and manage stuff.
Okay.
But that way we can actually like look at the cluster, deploy stuff, etc., etc.
Okay.
So yeah, let's copy that kube config. You could even just like, I don't know, cat it out, copy, paste.
I mean, that's the easiest. We could also, the other thing that I would do if I actually hadn't already shared the configs, would be I would use tail drop, and then I could just.
See, this is why we're doing the stream. You're going to show me all the cool Tailscale features that I'm not using. Yeah, let's use tail drop.
Hey, well, I have to. So Tailscale tail drop. I do it. I've done it multiple times. I just never remember the rules. It's really, but sending files with tail drop. So I use Linux.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send it here, and this is all I have to, and then I get it with the Mac. So the text, it was kube config. So
yep.
And then the name of is literally called MacBook Pro. Oh, that's just the machine name. And so that should run it. Error looking for MacBook Pro. That's because there's not 2 Ks.
I was like, that's a pretty sweet name for your MacBook Pro.
Why is it not owned by me? There's only one user. Oh, I think it's a sudo problem. What? Owned by a different user to your own devices. That doesn't make any sense.
Do you have to use like the fully qualified name? Now that this is shared between me and you, maybe you have to disambiguate it somehow.
That's interesting. What does it say on the docs? It's just using SCP, which is we could also use SCP and just get it.
Yep.
See. Share screenshot. I've done this before. I've never had that issue. You cannot use taildrop send files to and from nodes you have tagged. That's why. Because this is a tagged node. So that is why I cannot do it.
Okay. Copy paste it is then.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would just use. I'm trying to think. I swear I've used tail drop on a tag node because I've used it from my DigitalOcean VM to this. So whatever. We'll just copy it. And they need to leave it. Kubeconfig lives in the home directory, right?
Yes. Yeah, it'll be home dot what is it?
Kubeconfig. But I need to.
It's kube.
Did I spell that wrong?
It's gonna be it's gonna be in your home directory. It's gonna be .kube/config.
I do it again wrong. Don't just quit it. Just quit it. .kube/config. Like this.
Yeah.
Okay. But I have to make it now. Oh, I should have just installed the other thing local too. Whatever. It would be like this though, right? If I wanted to make the directory.
Yep.
No, it should be a thing now. Oh, no, it needs to be like this.
There you go. Okay, you paste that puppy in. And then we'll install another tool.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorites, called K8s.
Oh, yeah. I know about K8s. K8s.
I'm gonna throw it in Twitch chat. I don't know if it shows up for you, but
I see it.
oh, cool. Nice. I don't have to use private chat. Yeah, I don't use kubectl really at all. I use like Helm and K8s and do all of my Kubernetes stuff on there. So
look at that. Gotta love me some homebrew.
yeah, so K8s is like a TUI for all the Kubernetes stuff. You can view all of your Kubernetes resources and look at logs and shell into different pods and stuff like that.
Okay.
So all you need to do is run K9s, and that should pick up your kube config. We're looking. It looks like it's not showing any contexts.
That means I probably have it in the wrong place.
Possibly.
That's not how you spell config.
Oh, you know what? You know what it is? I think in the kube config, we need to specify the correct IP address.
Like the one for the Pi?
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry. I think we could just use Magic DNS for this.
Wait, we can. I did the Tailscale one. It shouldn't break either.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It should just do whichever. Yep. Because your computer has access to this.
Yeah. If I did that, well, I need to restart K9. Oh, I do.
No. Oh yeah.
No, it's
Maybe.
not there.
Okay. Let's try this. Let's install kubectl. Or actually, yeah. Let's install kubectl and see if we can get anything for a kube context. kubectl.
I mean, whatever you want to say is what you should say. Apple
I
Silicon.
really don't like the naming scheme, but some people love it. So yeah, and this might help us a little bit.
It
Let's
works.
do kubectl get pods. Yeah, get space pods, and we'll see if we're gonna connect.
Well,
Aaron
there's no
configuration. Oh yeah, okay, sorry. That's it. We can edit our kube config to just include, we'll just name this context default. Oh,
context right here.
I see. Yep.
And now it should be good.
Yes. kubectl.
I break it again. kubectl. Oh goodness.
Yeah, what is it saying? Current context default error found.
Says something about the cluster. Isn't there a way to initialize this? One minute. I mean, if we need to just have the Raspberry Pi IP, we can just do it with the IP. Like I can just get the Raspberry Pi IP and just do it. I just don't have my SSH key onto it. That's what you're saying. Why can't I have
Yeah. No, I
SSH
think that
key?
should be fine because it's not SSHing. It's
Oh,
actually,
did we need to export the kube config file? We didn't do that. That's what Bronifty said. Do I need to do that?
can we substitute
No,
for
because
local?
it's in the
You're
right
running it
spot. Never
locally.
mind.
Yeah. I just
It
feel
didn't
like
like it when I did this.
yeah. Cluster default, user default, name default, user's name default, contexts, current context default. I feel like this should work.
Okay, so you want me to put default back in the context?
What? Yeah, so some of this stuff is weird. So we have line 17 looks weird to me because we have
It
user
is.
specified twice.
Yes.
So let's dip line 17.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if there's any other like. I think this should be good now, but we'll see.
No, it still doesn't like that. Unexpected colon or end, but found a curly brace. It doesn't like the formatting.
Yeah, there's probably some invalid YAML somewhere. Looks like it's getting caught up in the context default. So let's check it out.
It doesn't like my. Oh, this is just YAML, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like saying cluster context.
I do have a YAML definition in there. Yeah, this is
Um,
definitely not
on line
formatted at
3, we
all.
need to
This has
specify.
no formatting in it.
Oh, yeah, that's
Right? It's all flush.
yeah,
Like
that could be a
none of
problem.
the format preserved from here.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So like this needs to be indented. This needs to be indented. What else needs to be indented? Server.
That needs to be indented
twice.
twice. It needs to be under cluster.
Name needs to be once. Context is fine.
This is where I hate YAML. Did it not? If you just
use
copy
SCP.
paste.
We should use SCP. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. This will be too much work. Just use SCP.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And I have done SCP on tagged nodes. So this would be SCP root at my Tailscale IP. And I should be able to use the Tailscale. Like this will just use Tailscale SSH.
Mm-hmm.
And then It should just be the here. That's just at the local. So this would be just.
I think it's in /root.
Yeah,
kube config.
it's root first.
Yep. And then no dot in this kube config. I think it's just called kube config. Yep.
Oh yeah, it is. And then the local path has a space. Which can I just do it? Well, I do want it to be this one, right?
Mhm.
Kube config. Oh, I did SCR, not SCP. Actually, I don't. SCP is it. Yes. See, now it should be there. Yep, with formatting.
Beautiful. All right. Let's
So
try
we did wanna do
K9s
SCP.
again. See if it works.
I forget.
Beautiful.
No.
All right. So you can switch between resource types by hitting colon and then like, so you could do colon pods and then enter. Or no.
Well, I need to get pods, right?
Well, oh, I think you have to pods. Maybe you have to select a context first. Hit enter on the context, on the default context. Unable to connect to context default. Did we install this without a context? Maybe. Do kubectl get pods.
Project today. If you want that on mine, you're going to want to do the code command. Do we need to install a context? Is that what you said?
Oh, the only thing I'm thinking of is we might have not followed the K3s and the K3s up instructions very well. It says K3s install context local K3s. I don't think we
just did context blank. We didn't do context default.
Okay.
Should I do context default?
Yes. Let's do that on the Pi and just make sure that that's working correctly.
I just do this. Yeah, just context default.
All nodes are ready. Okay. Really quick, because I think but yeah, let's go back over to our Mac and do a kubectl get pods.
It doesn't have the right port on it anymore.
Oh, we just SCP'd it and we need to change that local address. Yeah. That is why.
Again. Okay. Oh, look. Why did it format it that way? Does it not recognize it as YAML file?
Oh, it doesn't. No. So do colon set ft equals YAML.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's because it doesn't have an extension.
Now it knows it's YAML.
All right.
Every time.
May I ask what Raspberry Pi board is being used? This is the Raspberry Pi 4 compute module, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try pods.
There we go.
Okay, so we have our default pods in the kube system namespace. It's running Accordion S, metric server, et cetera, et cetera.
Nice.
This is great. Warning on the memory level. Looks like memory is at 87%, which is interesting. Anything else that you have installed? Oh, are you running?
It is running desktop.
That's probably why. Okay. Yeah, because like K3s takes up about 500 megs of RAM, maybe. So there's probably a bunch of other resources that are taking up.
Well, I don't think that'll be a problem for this, but I can always like
We could
flash it
redo this with
again. Yeah.
with the headless, because then you'll have a lot more room. But for this, we don't have to do it. We can just keep moving.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal for right now.
Yep. Okay, cool. So we've connected to Kubernetes from our Mac, which is great. Now we can actually start deploying some stuff. So what do we want to do first? We can install Prometheus. We can install Postgres. We can try to get this Go program packaged.
Ooh. Let's do the Go program, and let's get it on the GCR, the GitHub container registry.
Let's do it. Okay. So one of the other tools I like to use, especially when like developing locally, is, and maybe there's better tools for this these days. I'm not a Kubernetes expert by any means, but
you use it more than me, so that's all that matters.
Let's see. There's a tool called K8s, that is on GitHub that we can install. That's not right. Yeah, co-build/co.
Build and deploy.
Oh my goodness, that's not what I wanted.
It's this one, right? Easy containers?
Yep. I just pasted the wrong link. Okay, cool.
I got you.
Yeah, so the cool thing about Co is it will easily package, like, so you do have a Docker file, which is fine. But this is also really nice if you're just like building Go stuff. Mm-hmm. This will just automatically package it into an image, and it can like push it to a registry.
Well, Tailscale literally built their own tool of this, so that's great.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I understand. I understand what it just builds containers.
Yeah. The other cool thing is it also has like slight templating integration kind of stuff. So like you could actually put like some easy stuff into a Kubernetes manifest, and it will automatically like deploy the image and push the resource to Kubernetes. So they have a little like tutorial on there, which I think is let me see where that is.
Learn more here. No, that's not the right one.
Get started. Deployment.
Oh, look, they have a whole website.
Yeah, this has changed since I last looked at it. It used to be one long README file, but it looks like they have
look, they have a fly one. They have everything. Lambda.
Oh wow, this has gotten crazy.
Cloud Run. Okay, this is everything that I use Docker containers for.
There you go.
Cloud Run, Fly, and Lambda is everything that I've ever used a Docker container for.
Yeah.
And Kubernetes.
I like this because it's just the easiest way for me to get like Go stuff going. I
have a Google container artifact registry somewhere already set up that we could also use. I don't know if that would be any easier than just using. It doesn't matter. Let's just use the whatever we need to use.
Let's roll with it. So yeah, GCR, GHCR, whichever one you want to use. But yeah, we'll install Co. We'll try to get it built and pushed to some sort of registry.
Well, we can use the container registry because since this is for the course anyway, that way if somebody wants to just run it, they can run it as a reference instead of.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. GitHub container. I've never used it though. I did. I did a meetup last night. One of the meetups that I run, it was the ML meetup, and the whole topic of that was container security, because people just pull containers down with ML models and run them on the cloud. And so like it was just anyway, so container registries are now top of mind.
Yes.
And how open source containers are always fun.
Yes.
So cool. I just need to get started, and then we can just do a Docker push. That's not a big deal.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could also so if you want to, so are you going to be compiling from your Docker file and doing a Docker push?
I mean,
Whichever way you want to go.
I mean, that's the easiest to me. It sounds like.
Let's do
Is it? Are you saying I should use Co to do it?
It's up to you. But if you already have a Docker file, we could just push what we got into GitHub.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now things are starting to actually make sense to me. I don't even run Docker. I run Podman that's using the Docker container. So, all the fun stuff. I just need to get the container registry set up. Right?
Yes. Yeah, I believe you have to create a container, whatever they call it, a container image in the registry, unless you could just push directly to it.
Well, it says you have to have a namespace.
Right. But I think that's just your
personal
that's
account.
that's just your account or
Okay,
or
so
whatever.
I could literally do a Docker. I would have to build it first, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if I do a Docker build tag, I just want to name it 20 questions. No container file or directory. Oh, sorry. Dot. That's the only one. Go 118. Clearly somebody needs to update their Docker image for security reasons. Speaking of container security and how you're supposed to keep your containers up to date.
Yeah.
It's okay.
One of the container, it's funny because one of the container security problems is Docker files in general,
Oh yeah.
So people use build paths and
one of the reasons why we don't use them at Tailscale, they just no, we're not going to use Docker. We're going to just push our own containers with Go binaries, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Now, I mean, sometimes for some orgs, it's way better. I mean, like, you don't want to have everybody maintaining their own Docker files, and then you have no idea what dependencies look like, and gross.
Totally get that. I've always used approved base images when we've done Docker at a company. So you have the one team, the operations team or the SRE or whatever that's maintaining the Docker image.
Yep.
Because again, yeah, once you just start, Pete does not have a thing. So I do need to create, it says I need to do the token though. Authenticating your container registry. Okay. No, this isn't in an action. I'm not doing it in an action. I can't just do it locally?
I think you have to log in to the registry with the Docker command.
Oh, I like it. Docker login?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. They don't tell you about that. I've done Docker login before. I just forget what you need to.
Oh, you have to. It looks like you need to get your personal access token, and then it looks like you could pipe. Here. Let me throw this over. Well, that doesn't look very good in chat. Yeah. So what they do is looks like they're.
Okay.
If you have a personal access token on hand, or you could just create a new one.
Can I copy it from? I can just create a new one. I can't copy though. I can only. Good. Love that you can't copy from that chat. Oh, okay. Docker login. Come on. It's been a while since I've done a Docker login. Keeping your personal access token secure. Well, I have one somewhere. Where is it? I just won't share my screen. I know how to keep things secure. No. Account. No. Where's the access tokens on this thing?
You can create a new one because that way you could just restrict it to.
I'm just can't remember where it is.
Oh, in GitHub, it's under your user.
Yeah, I'm in the user settings. It's just account, emails, password, and authentication. SSH and GPG keys. It's like, no, I've set this up multiple times. They just keep changing what the website looks like, and I forget.
It's in applications.
It's in applications. Oh, that's way down hiding at the bottom.
Wait, is it? Hold on.
No, because applications has authorized GitHub app. No, now it wants me to use GitHub mobile.
Yeah, where did they move this to?
Oh, it's in developer settings.
Wow, all the way at the bottom. Personal access.
Oh, your GitHub personal access token and store it in 1Password. Okay, thank you for telling me I can store it in 1Password. I just don't. I mean, I probably will store it in 1Password. I just don't need to. Do I have the GitHub? 1 minute. Sweet. I do have 1Password set up on the CLI. All I have to do is this. What does it? Unknown plan for plugin. It literally said to do that. So don't lie to me. I just don't have it updated. Okay. Thank you. Generate a personal access token. Confirm access using GitHub Mobile. Gotta love GitHub Mobile. Use it for everything.
My favorite kind of GitHub is GitHub Mobile.
I use this app all the time just to confirm that I'm the person I say I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why isn't it sending this stuff to my mobile app? It didn't give me a notification that says I should authenticate myself. Then I'll just use my password.
That's it. GitHub status.
Seriously. Oh, and now 1Password's not logged into the browser. Come on, guys.
There's just too much technology to manage these days.
I don't know. There is too much technology to manage. And it never works on stream.
No, never.
It works as soon as I turn the stream off, it works just fine.
Once we get this figured out, I want you to do some tail scaly things. Can you tail drop that kube config to one of my machines?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you do that with Tailscale?
I can do it as long as they're on the same tailnet.
Interesting.
So if you were to share a non-tagged node with me, I could.
Okay. Let me look at this.
Where did I go? Okay, generate token. I generated a token. Okay, I'm really glad that 1Password wants me to use their CLI, but it wasn't working, so I'm not going to. Oh, it's because I don't have the GitHub CLI installed. That's why. It works. Sorry. Now I need to make this be a thing. So I'm going to unshare my screen for a minute. Unshare my screen. I had a GitHub token, just not a GitHub personal access. I don't know what the difference between the two is.
It should be the same.
They are I already had an access token just hanging out. I just don't know what it was for. This is a new one, so whatever. Now it exists.
Sweet.
And so now, if I were to go to the thing you shared with me, where I can do an echo GitHub pat and pipe that to Docker login GHCR. See, and I never remember all of this command line stuff. I think it's just Soy Pete is my GitHub. Like 90% sure on that one. It is. Okay.
Sweet.
And then when you said, is that just an argument, the password standard?
Yeah, dash password dash standard in. And you don't need to put the login succeeded.
I wasn't going to put the rest of that. Okay,
All
so
right. I think you can push now.
Now I can do the Docker push. Invalid image name.
Unknown transport.
It's because what is it? Is it Docker ls that lists containers or Docker ps that lists the images? Docker ps lists what's running.
Yeah, lists containers.
Docker list.
I think
sorry.
Docker ls is still containers.
There is a way to do there is a way to do images.
It's just Docker images.
Is it? Latest 20 questions. So do I need the image ID or the name? Is that what they want me to do? Because otherwise, this is the Docker name. So 20 questions should have been fine.
I think maybe you just push to.
Right? Invalid image name. GitHub Pat is the personal access token that I just created, and I just created an alias for it real quick because nobody needs my personal access token. We've already shared them the cube config, so you know. We don't also need the personal access token. Docker push invalid image name. Go Stack Overflow. I love how Brave compiles this for you, and then it doesn't actually help.
No, it's just a wall of text that is never very helpful.
Do I need to do Docker image push? I shouldn't.
No, it should just be Docker push.
Yeah, I don't know why they have this being image and then this just being push, because that's dumb.
Hmm.
When was the last time I ran Docker push? Probably not on this computer. Oh, it was the DigitalOcean, yeah. I've got multiple things just hanging out here. Oh, that's when I ran Docker login, was for the DigitalOcean one. Expected a separated transport reference? What's the I didn't have a transport at all. Yeah, this one doesn't even have a colon. Cool. Oh, look, it's right there. It tells you to do that. Once you've done that, your namespace. Your namespace is the name of your personal account or organization with which you want the image to be scoped. Oh. Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I popped off accidentally. I closed this tab when I didn't mean to.
You're fine.
Which is great. So I found the issue. I think you have to tag the Docker image.
I thought I
with a
did.
fully qualified name for GitHub Container Registry. I don't know why it doesn't say.
Oh, you're saying the tag's wrong.
Yeah.
So when I did the build, it needs to be the.
Well, you can use Docker tag to tag that image.
Oh, just do the one I already have?
Yeah.
Oh, I've clearly done this before. This is a normal thing that I just forgot about.
Yep.
And then you do this.
There you go.
Must be lowercase. Okay. Now I do Docker push. Latest?
Probably needs to be a lowercase as well.
Oh, again?
Yeah. And yeah, you could probably do.
Latest shouldn't make a difference. Oh, it worked that time.
There you go.
Permission denied.
Looks like the token that you're using doesn't have read write packages scopes.
Well, let me just update that then. I just added the token, so oh, does this token have read write packages is what it needs to have. So if I click on the token and I edit the access, account permissions. What the heck is this granular token stuff? Interaction with repository, read and write. Okay, update. What else? Let's see if how quick will that up? Do I need to log in again? No, I don't. It's the same. I'll probably need to log in again. Let me just make sure I don't. User permission has read-write access to interaction limits. That doesn't make any sense. Count permissions. Gists. Followers. No, that's just the interaction limit. No, this is like, these are like,
what type of access
0
token?
permissions on repositories. It's a different thing. Cancel that. Access, repository access. Okay, I want to add.
I don't know if you can use fine-grained tokens with package registries.
No,
with container registry.
Because the other one just says tokens classic.
Yeah, I think you need to use a classic token for this.
Okay, well, I have a classic token. It's just needs to. I found it, so it should work. Update the token. I just need to relog in now. Where'd the Docker login go? So this one's called GitHub token. What? Forbidden? Well, what do you mean it's forbidden? Fine-grained is repo scoped access as opposed to general use.
Right.
Okay. And I don't want it to expire. It strongly recommends you don't do that. Create token. Copy token. This one looks way different than the other one. Hide my screen.
Do a Docker login, Docky login.
Equals. Okay. Try it again. Share my screen again. Login succeeded. Do Docker push. And see what magically happens. It worked.
All right. Sweet. So we have an image pushed.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now we're going to have to go through all the configuration of being able to pull this down properly.
Yes.
We're going to go through a similar hell in inside of our Raspberry Pi. We're actually more on the Kubernetes side rather. So there's a tutorial. I wonder if this has ever gotten better. I don't think so. I think we still have to go through the image pull secrets.
Image pull secrets.
Okay. I think, look at this Stack Overflow. I think this has our answer.
Another thing?
I'm gonna throw it in
What's
private
Stack
chat.
Overflow?
Did that copy it?
Oh, you just did a private chat. I found it.
So I think you can
this one right here.
Yeah, and fill in your information.
And this needs to all go on my Pi.
Yeah, it wouldn't be in the Pi though. I mean, you could do kubectl there, but you could do that from your.
Oh, I can. I don't have to do it here.
Yeah, you can do it from your Mac.
Yeah, that's what I
You don't
want.
have to SSH into your Pi anymore. You can just
Oh, that's
Kubernetes
the whole thing.
everything.
I never need to get on Raspberry Pi ever again.
Yeah. I would lowercase that too, because I guess Docker does not like the lowercase stuff.
Your GitHub token, which is...
You want to hide your screen?
No, I'm just going to use the alias.
Oh, great. Okay.
Normally, yes. And then the
I didn't know if
email.
you aliased it.
I've also shared my email so many times on this thing. It's like whatever. I mean, you can get an email with a clever search of LinkedIn. So
Yep.
okay.
Okay.
So now
the secret's in there. And when we are deploying this thing, we'll just need to use that image pull secret. So now we can, now I think we can create a little Kubernetes deployment.
Nice.
And hopefully we won't run into any image pull issues. Sorry, I'm so used to using Helm for like everything that I. Oh, no, thank you. So we could have a little kube config for this. I'm going to post this in private chat, where we can just sub out our image names and stuff like that for our image inside a GitHub container registry. So there's an Nginx deployment example in the Kubernetes documentation that I just linked to you that we could just copy from.
So I cannot copy from your Twitch chat because it goes to your Twitch stream and not me. It's weird.
That's I posted it in private chat.
Did I?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm sorry.
You put it in the comments. It's fine.
Let's see. Let's do that.
Gotta love it. These, okay.
Now we get to be YAML engineers.
Yes. Oh, we just need but we can add this YAML in the repo though, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Or anywhere. Does it matter where the YAML is?
Nope.
Okay. I know this stuff. I mean, I don't know anything. I've done this before one time. So I just need to make a YAML file.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would just call it like deployment.yaml.
Oh, that's a better name. This naming is hard. And I should open that. Okay. And then what did they say to do?
I just paste this whole thing in, and we just
don't need it to be Nginx.
Yeah. So we'll name this 20 questions deployment or 20 questions, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, let's call it 20 questions deployment. Not 2 questions.
All right. The app, we could just name, 20 questions.
All of the apps will be 20 questions.
Do you want to run this in HA mode, or do you want to run just one of them?
Do I think I'm ever going to have more than 3 people hitting it at a time? No.
Just run one of them.
We don't need HA mode.
Yeah. So set replicas to 1. We'll rename app to Nginx with all of these things.
Nginx. 20 questions. With a capital Q. Except for the image is
And
not
then I
that.
think we need to
And look
specify the
at
full
me not
GHCR.
spelling anything correctly.
20 gestions. That's actually pretty. That's going to be the follow up.
That's a name right there. Yeah, the guesses.
Yeah.
Which is
And
funny.
so we'll have to specify the GHCR repository, like the full
In
path
the image part.
Yeah. I think. Maybe not. Oh no, I think so, yeah.
Well, it needs to know where to pull it from.
Yeah. And then we need to do that image pull
It
secret.
really doesn't like to copy the word API. That's the second time that it's gotten rid of the A when I've tried to copy something. It's my copy skills. What were you saying I needed?
We need one more thing, which is image pull secrets. I'm trying to remember what resource that hangs off of.
And that's not here. Not here.
It'll be underneath spec for your pod spec. And it's just too many tabs open.
Oh, you're saying that's where I put it.
Yeah, you'll put it underneath spec, and oh wow, that did not copy over well. I sent you some stuff in private chat.
Oh, more stuff. GHCR is GitHub container repository. If I spelt it wrong, then that's because I can't spell.
It's your GitHub RC.
Yeah.
Yes, underneath specs, I sent you private chat.
I saw that.
Specify image pull secrets, and then we'll
It
check
should
this.
be the same level as container, though, right? You're saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Because YAML, and then, oh, I don't understand what the difference between the hyphenated ones and the regular ones. I know that they're
Hyphenated ones
different.
are an element of an array.
Really? That's what that means?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, and this needs to be my token?
No. It can be GHCR -login -secret. It's the
Oh, and
same
then I
thing.
can pipe it in as an
Well,
argument.
it's that secret that we just created. So it's basically just saying, yeah.
Oh,
So that
because I
secret
named it.
exists in Kubernetes now, and we can get access to it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it does pipe it in, but we already set up that mechanism for doing that because we did. Gotcha.
Yeah, and so now we can say kubectl apply
And the
-f,
name.
and then the deployment script. Or
Yeah. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. GitHub. It was kube control, right? Kube control apply. I thought
apply -f.
Okay, I'm in the right place. I don't know what my brain was thinking. And that should just -f.
Apply. kubectl.
Oh, -f and then apply at the end.
Oh no, apply is the subcommand. So it'd be kubectl apply -f.
I knew that.
API version is not set.
It is too set. It's just capitalized.
Oh.
Sorry. Because they didn't there we go. No, I did it again wrong. Apply.
Okay.
Invalid name.
Yeah, you can't name it that way.
Everything needs to be a lowercase q then.
Yep.
And then deployment. Questions will be question. Oh, it worked.
All right, Kubernetes lies to you. No, it worked. It sent it to it, which is great. It validated it. Let's see if it actually works. So let's fire up K9s.
It's there.
Oh, it's there.
Look.
Great.
Image to pull error.
Image pull. Awesome. So our secret did not work. Press L on one of these. Failed to pull image for default / /20 questions. Image can't be pulled. How do we do? Oh, type W to wrap these.
W?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it's not really giving us any great information here.
Oh, W is the wrapper.
Yeah. We'll just make sure it wraps. Let's go look at that image again. GHCR Kubernetes.
The one that I pushed?
The deployment.yaml.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, I just want to see what that is like. GHCR.io, so IP 20 questions latest.
Well, I mean, we could, can we do the local one? Or does it have to be from the container?
It has to pull from a container registry somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at the things right now. Where was this? I wonder if
That's what they said to do. Do GitHub username talker set. That is what this one blog post says. We're doing it right.
Right. I wonder if the
Did we need to, when we did the create secret, did we need to do a Docker server? That we didn't do. It's the only thing we didn't do that this has.
we didn't specify a Docker server.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just recreate the secret and see if it fixes it.
With the same name, we can do that. That was, what was this? What was this?
Yeah, you should have it in your shell history somewhere.
I know. I just needed to remember the name.
kubectl create secret.
And then we did have Docker server as HTTPS GHCRIO.
Okay.
So that's correct. Oh, this one doesn't have the HTTPS, but we copied this right from GitHub, didn't we? This,
I'm not sure. It has HTTPS.
shouldn't make a difference.
And we're using the correct GitHub token, right?
Yes, that's the new one, the one that we used to push. I mean, Docker login. Oh, it was this one. Yeah, GH repo token is what I used.
Let's see. Yeah, we did the Docker registry. Docker server, Docker username, Docker password, Docker email. That's very odd.
I know.
So one thing that you could do, you might not want to show it on stream though, is you can take a look at what that secret looks like in Kubernetes. It's base 64 encoded, I believe, but it should give you like a Docker config essentially with all of the stuff in it. We ran the right command because I think this was recently added to kubectl, where when you can create a secret and specify, Docker registry. But let's see. Docker config secrets are used to authenticate against Docker registries and Docker command. Yep, we could authenticate to a registry. Interesting. Yeah. So you're still getting we're still getting image, but let's try to just recreate that secret really quick and see if it
Okay, well, when you run this, it just lists what the secret is. So it does exist.
yeah, the secret exists.
Do you want me to create it? Do you want me to change anything about what we did here? Name soy Pete. Oh, this is the Docker username and the Docker email. Those are different. So are those supposed to be for Docker?
No, the Docker username should be your GitHub username.
Okay, that's correct.
Yeah. Is the email your GitHub
That's
email?
my GitHub email, not my Docker email. Does it need to be my Docker email?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It should be good. I mean, you could always just run it again, push it back to Kubernetes, see what it decides to do. But
it just says it already exists.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to K8s. Look at this. Image can't be pulled for default. 20 questions deployment. Are we specifying the image wrong? Oh, I don't know. Okay, yeah. In the deployment, I don't know if we need to specify GHCR because
okay.
Yeah, I think we could just say soy Pete.
Because we've already defined. Oh, that was the wrong one. And okay, just kill this part and just do the 20 questions latest.
Yep. Or soy Pete 20 questions latest.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Oh, then this is K8s. Image back off.
Nope, we're still running.
But these are 9 minutes old. This isn't the new one.
Okay.
Right?
The new one is still backing off though.
Oh, this one down here at the bottom.
Yeah. So L for logs. It can't be pulled. Well, that's a bummer. Not sure why it can't be pulled. Let's just for the sake of it.
I mean, we could always kill the Docker image and then do the KO, but it's fine. Like,
no, I think right now it's the polling that's the problem.
okay.
Spec containers image pull secrets. Server user I think we already have that. Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is there because it should easily be able to pull from GHCR. Here, let's see if there's a public GHCR public Docker images. What we'll do, I think I have a public image somewhere. If you could pull one
Just
of
to
the,
try.
let's see, packages. Hello. Let's try that. See if you could specify in the deployment code gangsta /hello.
In here.
Mm-hmm.
Just the image. Don't do that.
I make sure this is public.
But is that still on the GitHub? Will it still need the secret? I can move this, right?
Yeah, you can keep the secret because the secret's supposed to tell you like, oh, use GitHub container registry with my credentials. That's essentially what it's trying to do. Yeah, we can remove the HTTPS. That might be it. So if
On
this is
the
still failing,
server?
then we know for sure that it has to do with the GitHub or the secret.
Okay, well, don't I need to delete that secret first?
Yeah, you'll have to delete it and then recreate it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that was. Secret. CR. Then we create it again.
Just ghcr.io. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now
K9s.
apply it. Oh, I don't need to. I just need to.
No, we don't need to apply it.
I don't need to apply it.
No.
But I think
I
need to go back.
escape to go back.
Escape is go back.
Yeah.
This one's 4 minutes.
Press escape again.
So this one is the one we want.
Oh, yeah. I guess you could apply it or just restart the node.
I can just. You can restart it here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You could just press go back one. Yeah, Control D or Control K.
Delete pods.
And then hit OK.
Getting a new container.
And it looks like it's still saying error image pull.
Can't be pulled.
Tell me more. Let's see.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's go to go hit escape. We'll go back to the pods view, and then we'll hit D to describe the pod. And that should tell us a little bit more about what's going on. If we scroll down. It's still trying to use docker.io.
What?
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, the image should be the full name, including a GHCR. Yeah. Let's try that again, I guess.
Okay.
It could have been a combination of not using HTTPS and then doing the fully qualified name.
Do all the things. Try all the things again.
GHCR.io. All right.
And now I need to go back.
And that's gonna create a new pod in there. Describe it. Oh, I think you did another typo.
Where?
In the GHCR in the deployment.
Yeah. Did it again? Well, I can't type, so nothing new. GHCR.
Maybe that was the original problem.
Probably was. And we've got the whole thing on video to prove it. Oh, look. Oh, it was creating for a minute.
Let's describe this. I think you have to go back to the pods view to describe. And hit D. Let's see what it tells us. Failed to pull and unpack GHCR.io code gang. Yeah, code gangs is not spelled correctly, but it looks like it is trying to pull it.
Oh my goodness!
And then we can switch back over to your other image because I'm sure this is going to work now.
Now that at least you've gotten the full experience of me not being able to spell.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because this is what coding with me is like all the time.
Just typos after typos.
Or Slack messages or everything. Everything is a constant series of just me trying to make sure I can spell 20 questions.
Let's double check. Is it 20 dash questions or 20 underscore questions?
It was dash,
what did we
believe.
Push? Okay.
But I can tell you what the image name is. I just need to quit. It was underscore.
That also could have been the issue. Because I think we had it as dash. Okay.
Everything. Well, again,
here we go.
Still typing. Moral of the story is if you get frustrated with people who can't spell, don't hire me.
It's trying. It's trying. What are they waiting on? I guess I probably just waiting for the kubelet to pull the image, maybe?
On the memory level, it shouldn't have a problem with the memory.
Well, this is a good sign. I think it is trying to pull down the image. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, crash loop back off.
Perfect. So we've now crashed, which is great. So hit logs. It's probably because we're not connecting to Postgres, right? Hit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to run if it can't connect to Postgres.
Yeah, which is fine. Yeah, hit 0 to go to the top of the log, or yeah.
I am hitting 0.
1 to hit the head of the logs.
Now I'm hitting 1.
I guess it's not logging anything. Does this log anything if can't connect to Postgres?
That's a good question. I can tell you right now. No, it just panics.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, cool. So we now we can hook up Postgres.
Now we can hook up Postgres.
Any other dependencies besides Postgres?
No, Postgres is the only one.
Okay, cool.
And
Cool.
I've just been like literally running a Docker image. Like I just got the latest Docker image, and then I've just been doing like Docker run Postgres 5432.
Cool.
Like so it's pretty bare bones. And that's all hard coded right now because I also didn't care.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, let's use Helm to deploy Postgres, so we don't have to worry too much about image polling stuff, or any other typos. So
I don't actually want to run that, or my typos. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Do you have Helm installed?
I doubt that.
Install Helm.
Yeah.
Because we all need a million tools to do Kubernetes.
Brew install help is not what I want. Okay.
Brew install help.
That should have like picked up an error immediately. Hopefully nobody has a tool called help. And if they do, it should be some kind of a prank because that's.
Yeah. Oh man. I wonder what default just Helm install Postgres does.
Well, it needs to have a Postgres. It says Kubernetes must provide a name or specify generate name, so it doesn't know what Postgres is.
Yeah. It's going to be in. We need to have a repository to add. So I think the most up to date Postgres chart, Helm chart, is this Bitnami one that I threw over to private chat for you.
All right.
Oh yeah. So I think you have to add the.
Helm install this.
So sorry, it'll be Helm install.
Postgres.
Do Helm repo add and then this github.com/bitnami/charts. I think that will be. I think
just this.
Repo.
Helm repo add. Like that? Does it get rid of the HTTPS?
No, one sec.
No. It requires 2 arguments, a name and a URL.
Where is Postgres on here? Bitnami/Bitnami/ again. PostgreSQL. That's what it is. Okay, I'm throwing you another link. Here we go.
Okay.
This is the one. So you could just do the TLDR on this, Helm install Postgres, and then.
But don't use my release.
Yeah, you could just name it Postgres, whatever you want to name it.
I'm going to name
the
it
database.
Postgres. The database.
Cool. Okay. So it's deployed, which is great.
Yeah, with the default username, default password. Wait. What was
No,
the
it's secure by default. They generated stuff for us.
No, they should do it default. They should use the nothing username.
We can configure to use the defaults, I think.
Oh, I don't care. I just need to know what they are so I can set them.
Well, since we already deployed that image, let's just configure Postgres with the default stuff. So what we could do is create another YAML file.
Oh, goodness.
Postgres, or actually create a directory called Postgres.
I have a directory called database. You want me to make another one called Postgres?
Oh no, I mean this will be the values file for this will be the configuration for your Helm chart. So whatever you want to do, it could be inside a database, or it could be just. It could also just be Postgres.yaml, whatever you
Okay,
want.
we're making a Postgres.yaml.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably change my mind and move it eventually, so it's fine.
All right, and then in here, you'll want a key called global, and under that, a key called PostgreSQL, and then under that, a key called auth.
Auth?
Auth.
Auth.
AUTH. And then under that, you can specify your username and password.
Like just right now.
Yeah. Not the most secure, but you know.
That's not what I'm going for with this example.
Yeah. Okay. So
I need
we can
this
save
though.
this out. Oh yeah, there we go. We can save that out. And then we can do a you can do another Helm install. Or it'd be more like Helm. Let's just uninstall your old one because I'm not sure how this Helm chart works as far as auth. So you can say Helm uninstall Postgres. And then
And we need to provide the file now.
yeah, so now Helm install Postgres, then you do -- values and then the file name.
Postgres dot my goodness. Okay.
All right. So I think we now have it.
It's right there.
Says running, which is great.
But we have to restart this, don't we?
It should restart itself, but it's probably now on a pretty exponential back off. So yeah, you could just delete it or kill it.
No, that's not what I wanted.
If you go back, you could actually just do Control D.
Control D. No, that's the command. My goodness. Okay.
And then you could
Leaving.
terminate those other ones too.
Okay.
Nope, still in crash loop back off. So something's oh yeah, I mean it's gonna try to connect to a local Postgres, which obviously doesn't exist.
Oh, it's doing the local host for Postgres.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll probably need to put that in like a environment variable or something like that.
Well, I mean, it's also needs just a different port, not port, a different URL now.
Yeah, so in Kubernetes, I'm assuming this is exposed as a Postgres will be exposed as a service. So if you do :services inside of K9s, yeah, we should see Postgres.
As a cluster IP.
Yeah, and so
As a
you could
port.
actually just say because I think it's called Postgres hit D on that. It's just called PostgreSQL. So there's a lot of different ways that you could access, services inside of Kubernetes, but you could actually just use this kind of like Magic DNS, where you could just specify PostgreSQL, and it just kind of magically finds it. I think you do still need to specify the port though.
Yeah. The port's fine. Oh, because it's exposed, I can just do PostgreSQL because it's in the service. Okay. I mean, we're totally making it so anybody can hack this if they want to, so it'll be fine. The one thing is that like I literally have this hard coded right now, so I'll like have to make a change to the whole Docker image, I think.
Yeah, and you have to repush it, redeploy.
Because why would I do anything else besides hard coding? See, localhost. You're saying I don't need this. I just need the port. And
Well,
then the
you still
path.
need to specify a host name, which would be Postgres-PostgreSQL. Ideally, this connection string
Oh, that makes sense.
should just be an environment variable, but I don't know if you
I
want to
know.
go that far.
I was waiting till I deployed Postgres to worry about that, and look at me
Okay,
now.
that's fine.
So obviously, and then yeah, the usernames are also hard coded, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, that if we're changing it, I might as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, this whole URL could the whole connection string down on line 53 could just be an env.get.
I know. It could be. Happy to do that.
Yeah. os.getEnv on line 53, and then that way, so like it's just your typical kind of like database connection string where you just put everything in one URL. There you go. Thanks, Copilot.
It's really helpful sometimes. So now, yeah, we just need to add that. Well, I need to make a new Docker image.
Mhm.
Docker build. Look at all that fun stuff. Docker push. And then after that, I'm good. I mean, I need to redeploy it though, right?
Yeah, you also need to put in a config map, which we'll just put in the deployment and stuff like that. There's way too many things inside of Kubernetes for some of these things that should be easy, but yeah.
See? We're just gonna we're gonna get off the stream. I'm going to nuke Kubernetes and then just run everything in systemd and we'll call it a day.
You could.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You
I don't
should.
know if I should just do that.
Well, this is kind of overkill for what we're doing, but no, once you get it set up, it'll be fun. It's fun to add things with Helm charts and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't understand how some of these things have to be so complicated.
Everything's just complicated. So you're saying we needed to add a what?
So you need to add a config map. Well, actually, no, you could just hard code it in the
Docker?
Yeah, in the deployment.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I think inside of the container spec,
I've done that before.
you can just do env. Yeah.
See, but now I have to remember what a doc string looks like.
So it would be env is an array.
Oh, so I have to do the thing.
And it has it's an array. So yeah, do the little dash, and then sorry, no, I'm sorry. Env itself is a key, but the value, yeah. So
Undo. Right here, env.
Yep, and then do dash, and then name, and then specify whatever.
What do we call? Oh, we were calling this
database underscore URL.
That's what we were calling this.
Mm-hmm.
Copilot's not helping me anymore. And then This you would just add a. Would it be like a value or something?
Yeah, it would be value.
Of course it is, because key values is how everything works. Just give me a connection string, Postgres. No, I just want the one that you had in the example, Postgres.
There you go.
I can just do this though, can't I?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know if I want. I like these. Oh gosh.
It's whatever the name of that service was, K9s.
That should be the host, though, you said.
Yeah, for the host.
Was named Postgres-PostgreSQL.
All right.
Cool.
And then we need the username and password in there as well.
Oh, in the string?
Yeah, in the string.
We do. Cool. Nope, password was Postgres. Postgres. And everything, all of the Postgreses are spelled, to my knowledge, correctly.
All right, let's see if this works. We might have to put in some extra logging inside of the app if this doesn't work the first time.
I mean, it's whatever at this point.
Because I don't know if Kubernetes is catching whatever the panic output is for some reason.
Okay. Well, I want to go back to pods. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, now I'm in logs.
Yeah, colon pods.
Colon pods.
We need to
Questions.
redeploy. Oh, run container error 30 seconds ago.
On
And
this
that's
one?
no, the one more above. Yeah, let's go to logs. Okay, we're not getting any logs, which is great. Yeah, I think we should probably put some more logging in there.
Okay. Since right now it just panics. All right, here's a panic.
Yeah, fatal in with the error would be probably. I think Kubernetes should catch that because then it should.
That's what I want at log.fatal. Then just make sure I don't have any more panics here. Oh, this is the only one.
Cool.
That was the only panic I forgot. Cool. That should be good then, right?
It looks good to me.
Okay.
Let's push.
Docker build.
Build and push. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you might need to do the Docker tag a new version, and then we should probably specify in the deployment the actual version, just so we make sure it actually does pull down the new
So I
thing.
need to tag a version here.
Yeah.
That work?
Sure. 0.0.1, baby. You got it.
I mean, only if it works will that be
And then I think you have to push it again.
satisfying. Okay. Docker push. And I have to push. It shouldn't. Latest should still work though for this, right?
Yeah. I think pull policy defaults to always. Yeah, I think did we specify latest in the deployment.yaml?
No.
Okay. Let's just throw
I
latest.
can now. I added it right now. It's just 0.0.1.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see if it pulls it down.
Okay. Error image full.
It doesn't. Did 0.0.1 actually get pushed?
I
Maybe when you do a
mean,
Docker push, you have to push actual 0.0.1.
I did the Docker push on the latest. So now I did that. And it's in crash loop back off.
Still a crash loop back off, huh? And go back to logs. Oh, that's an older one.
This one is?
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Oh, was I not
old.
on the right one? Oh, there it
22
is.
seconds old. Run container error. I don't know why we're not getting any logs, but for some reason, this thing is crashing. You've run this in Docker with the Docker file before? Like, have you run it locally in Docker?
Yes.
Okay.
Not with the environment variables though. So, but I have run it with a Docker file.
Okay. It should give us more info, but let's do a describe on that pod again.
Oh, this is the right one.
Oh, here we go. It looks like check that out. It looks like it's unable to actually find the binary.
It shouldn't be main. It should be a game.
There you go.
I thought I changed that. Right, because we're building a game, so it should be game.go. Docker build. I have to tag a new one.
Look we're just iterating through all of these patch versions so quickly.
So many, so fast.
Yeah.
Should I change this to latest, or should I keep it at the numbers?
Latest should pull. Actual latest, yeah. It should, but we'll find out. All right, still with a run container error. Let's go back and do a describe on that.
Oh, why is it still pulling main? Did I do the wrong one?
No, that's the newest one. So yeah, it looks like it's not pulling down. I guess maybe we have to specify 0.0.2.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Looks like it's pulling down the new image. And
a file.
Didn't work. Yeah, let's describe that.
Well, it says there isn't a game now.
No such file or directory unknown. So let's look at that Docker file for a sec. Let's see what you got going on.
Envim Docker file. It should. So we've got a working directory. Expose a port.
Shouldn't it be? It would be game.go, would it? Or sorry, it wouldn't be game that's the output. It would be app. Because I don't think it doesn't use the Go file name for its output, right? Wait.
It does.
You're saying the output is game.go.
I am specifying that, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yep, I am. And let's just get rid of this. And this.
And well, that output is game?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 0.0.3. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Tag. Or yeah, build.
I didn't build that. Wasn't I? Docker build. Docker. Wait. That didn't work.
Unexpected null in input. Reading game.go. I think you just need to do it Docker build.
I thought that's what I did run.
Or I'm sorry, not Docker build. You just need to do a Go build. This is multiple. This is a multi-file, or is okay. Game.
It's just one. It's just that game.go is the only one with the main in it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, your working directory is app, so you have to copy into the app directory.
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Yeah.
Docker. Why did it work with the -o then?
Oh, I don't think you need to specify. Yeah, you don't need to specify game.go. You can just do.
You don't. That just gives you the name. Otherwise, it would be Golang. So if I just did Go build.
Go build doesn't do source files. It does packages. Go run does source files.
Then why does Go build?
Oh, it's saying that there's what? Unexpected null in input.
That means that it's just not compiling. It's a compiler error. Isn't that a compiler error? Like it doesn't compile. Look at that. We overwrote
Yeah.
game when I know how to fix this. Main. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. Well, that would make sense. Why it's having a hard time.
Yes.
So the pro tip would be don't output
into game.
the binary with the same name as one of the source files.
That's definitely the pro tip. Except for I think go build still the wrong name.
See, you just checked out that one source file, right? So we still have our database URL.
Yes, I only checked out the one source file. So, I mean, if we just get the get status, the only thing that's changed is the setup.go. So,
perfect.
What was I doing?
Okay, we build.
Oh, I RM'd game. Oh, I need to change the name in the Docker file. This is also not really a CLI game, but the repo changed purposes 4 times after I created it.
Oh, okay. Cool. 0.0.3, I think, still, right?
Why is it not doing my history?
Because you have it capitalized.
Thank you. I don't know why I was capitalizing it.
There we go.
Probably because my brain's dead. It's usually what happens about 3 hours into a stream is my head. Oh, we're only 2. So
we're only 2 hours into a stream.
But how on earth?
Okay, so we got it built.
Booker tag. Docker push. Is this on 3 yet? Tis not.
Sweet. All right. Fingers crossed.
I don't expect anything to work, so let's be pleasantly surprised.
SSL is not enabled on the server.
We need to set that as a part of our string. Oh, don't apply it and vim that. Because that's an option.
Yeah, isn't it?
On the connection string, normally under the param specs, you do like SSL, whatever.
SSL false.
Yeah. So we need to figure out what that SSL mode disable is what we need. This one I had a run into.
Nope.
That's not how you spell disable.
There you
go. Now we just need to play it again.
Yeah, no, yep.
Okay.
Error.
Yeah, but we actually got an error this time. That was better than just crash loop back off.
Yeah. Oh, it's running. Okay. Now it's saying crash loop back off. Let's see what it's doing.
Password authentication failed for user root.
Oh, it might be user instead of username.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I
all
could
the
look that up since I had the
options.
keywords open. Are they? Yeah, it is user.
Yep.
Good call. I feel like
We're
we
getting closer.
just started making progress after like an hour.
Yeah.
Oops. And most of that was just because I can't spell.
All this configuration. Okay. Password authentication failed for user Postgres. Should we check the password? Check the password field. Is it pass or password? I think it's password.
Okay. We have it set.
In the connection string, what are the options? Postgres.
I'm going back to the connection string. Sorry. I was just refreshing my things. So in the connection string, we have username and password. And then in the docs, it says user and password.
Okay, cool.
And then it says DB name and port, which we have. But the other things I kind of copied right from the whatever. So
the good news is it's finding it and it's trying to connect. But let's go to K9s and let's do :helm. Mm-hmm. And then enter on Postgres. Okay. To get the password, you can copy that export.
Okay.
All right, and then you can just paste that in some terminal somewhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere. And then let's actually echo that.
It doesn't. Postgres.
$.
Sorry, there's supposed to. I was like, what's wrong?
Yeah, that's definitely not the one that we specified.
Not password.
That's not the one that we specified, but
at all.
Let's throw that in deployment just see if we get it working.
I think we should definitely try that. No, and Vim.
Looks like the Helm chart's not working the way that I thought it would be, but okay.
At least the Postgres user. We need to get the user. No, the user should be Postgres. Oh gosh. I need to go back. Is it :pod?
I saw what we did wrong with the Helm chart, but that's okay. Sorry, what did you need?
I'm trying to figure out how to go back. Oh, you said it was :pod.
Yep, pods. Yep.
Okay, I did remember right. This one. Password authentication failure for user Postgres. Is this a default user now instead of Postgres? Sorry.
We updated the deployment with the new password. Did we do that?
I thought I did. So yeah.
Okay.
That has the password. And then I did this. Cube with the control. And then.
Yeah, okay. Why are you doing that? Well, we can always change the values because I realized where I messed up. This is so annoying. So it's going to be Postgres password, not password.
So right here.
Postgres capital password. There you go.
Not username?
Username is fine. But POST. There you go. And then we need to redeploy.
And just do this again.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure how we could uninstall and then reinstall.
Cannot reuse this name that is still in use. I have to delete it first.
Sure, that would be the fastest way.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Helm
Yeah,
upgrade is another thing.
Normally, you would do a Helm upgrade. The thing I don't know is whether the Helm chart will actually update the password. Some Helm values just won't update on a Helm upgrade. So, okay, so let's try to re-export that password and see if it actually works the way that we think.
That should do it. Default password authentication for user Postgres.
Oh, did you update the deployment to go back to password?
No. Why would I do that?
Because we changed we redeployed.
I know. I just don't know why I would. Is it password or Postgres?
I don't know. What did you write in the values? I think you wrote Postgres.
I think I wrote Postgres as Postgres.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to double check. Oh, we'll just do this. Okay, Postgres. Okay. Reply. Error. Still doesn't like to authenticate for user Postgres.
Do a describe on that pod. I want to make sure we've got the right deployment. Let's look at that env. Okay, yeah, Postgres.
It's doing image 0.0.3.
I mean, yeah, it's trying to connect to Postgres, like, and it's doing it. It's just the password's not set properly. So yeah, let's look at that Helm output again that it gave us.
Sorry. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where it's telling us here's how you get the.
It was 2 8 in Helm. Wait, what? How we went to Helm? Helm. No, I did Helm. Helm. That's also not how you spell Helm. Here. Why does it? Okay, I don't know what it's doing. Okay, copy. Paste. Echo. No, it's Postgres.
Okay, I'm gonna take one.
How do we know what user it is? Does it get password for Postgres, which is the user we want? So it is Postgres. It's PostgreSQL. Host username Postgres 54. Well, I don't know why it doesn't like that.
Yeah, it's really strange.
how it's being stupid, how it's like being weird with the copy paste. Yeah.
Oh, with that, I think it's because it's coming from like a TUI.
Yeah. Oh, fake. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing that you could do is we could try to run. Oh yeah. Okay, it's gonna try to run locally. Password authentication failed for user Postgres. Why?
Yes. So that this is what it says should run, and that's what I wanted to.
Yeah. All right. We'll try one more thing.
I mean, I'm honestly good with calling it okay because we got the thing running without Postgres. Like if
We got it running without Postgres.
Let's try running your one more
We're
thing.
so close.
What's
All right,
your one
let's
more
take
thing?
one last look at that values file, and we're just going to reinstall Postgres one more time.
Okay.
And we're going to delete username.
You want to delete this?
Yeah, because Postgres already exists. And then let's. I'm too afraid to do a Helm upgrade because I don't think it's going to make the changes. So yeah, let's just uninstall and reinstall.
And this says, but I can check that stuff right here. Echo password for user Postgres is still Postgres. And then I can run this. No, I want to run the whole thing, silly. Oh, to connect to your database from outside the cluster, execute this command.
There you go. Yeah, we'll port forward.
That's what I wanted. Oh, yeah,
All
I'm
right.
in.
So you're in, which is great.
Yeah. What does this do? It's like this shows your tables or this or something. Anyway.
I think it's
The other one?
Yeah.
Well, that's tuples. There we go. Okay, so it. Okay, you want to know something weird? That means my Goose migrations ran, which means that the Go program ran. If there's any tables.
Let's see.
I'm just saying, it meant something worked. The Goose migration should still. Oh my gosh. Pods. Okay. Yeah, it's still in a back off. That might be before our fail, though, that it runs that. But still,
Mm-hmm.
the Goose migration did run. Oh, there we got an error. This was the right. Wait, this is the right one. I was looking at the wrong one. No, we still failed.
I'm so confused. Oh yeah, let's kill all of these. Just get a freshie going. It might not have run the migrations because I bet it's actually connecting to your local Postgres that's running.
I'm doing D and they're all restarting. Should I have been doing delete?
Yeah, do delete. I don't know why there's 4 of them that exist. I don't know how we got into that state. Oh, maybe because we're running against different image versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't want to clean them up yet. It's probably the deployment rolling upgrade that's making it all funky. But okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what
yeah.
we are close. I'm just not sure why you can't connect to Postgres. we're like super close here.
Yeah, it's fine.
What a bummer, though. Well, Prometheus is usually pretty easy to set up,
Yeah,
but
but we wouldn't get any benefit from Prometheus because we
yeah,
can't get
you'd be able to
any
monitor
metrics without the
Postgres, but you wouldn't be
database.
able to
So
monitor
yeah,
your app.
I'm not too worried. I'm not worried at all. I think I do think this was a successful pairing session though. One, because I actually had to think through what I would do to deploy and manage this thing. Like I can't just run it up and say, here, go.
Yeah.
So like definitely that was super successful for me. And then the other thing that was good is it makes me think about how I want to run it, right? Like,
yeah, and I think that it's important. Is like it's one thing to write an app, but like to be able to think about like how this gets deployed in production. How does this run inside of a container? What kind of things do you want to be able to be configurable inside of your app? Yeah, all that stuff. All that stuff is super important.
It's a different step from the hacky mode to the actual like long-term life mode. So yeah, I'm having to shift my brain, and that's good. That's 100%.
We discovered that panics probably aren't the best for.
Well, we already knew panics weren't the best. I just forgot to remove one.
Yeah. Cool. No, this was good. There's still a part of me that really just wants to get this connecting to Postgres, but I'm not sure what the issue is. I might need to take a deeper look into the Helm chart here to see if there's something else that we're really missing. But
yeah, well, I'm happy. I can push this up. I'll push up that branch. You can fork it. If you don't have access to the thing, I'll get you access. You can hack on whatever you want, but like, I don't know. Yeah, at this point in time, I don't know.
Yep.
How do you? There we go. There we go.
Oh, I just found it.
What is it?
I found it. Yeah, they set it up by default again. So the thing about Helm is like they want to make things really secure out of the box, right? They lock down the Postgres user by default.
So I need to have a user that's not Postgres?
Well, no, we can enable it. We just have to set it in the values file. Okay.
Well, let's just make a user that's not Postgres. I don't care.
Yeah, we could do that. So like, that's true. Yeah. So go back to your values file. So we could say under auth, you could say username and then go back to password as well. And we could just, call this user whatever we want.
Yeah, I can just name this whatever. Just like the
questions app, right. And then password. I would just change, to whatever you need.
That's a good password, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then so change that to actually under lowercase password, no longer Postgres password, because Postgres password sets the admin password. And then this sets.
So then for this one,
questions app. Yeah, if I read the manual,
who reads manuals?
1, 2, 3, 4, baby. Let's do it. All right. This has got to work. This has just gotta work. I gotta imagine it's gotta work. But then we'll have to just.
I need to Helm update though. Upgrade.
Yeah, you could say Helm upgrade. I don't know if it's going to do the users. Maybe it does. You could just do an uninstall and reinstall. Fine. We haven't stored any data.
Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Don't do that. Stop. Helm uninstall. We should just have the cool.
Oh, look at it's questions app. Yep, they created a questions app.
Oh, nice. So now they have 2 users. At least 2. Go run. Not that either. This one.
All right, fingers crossed. Crash loop back off. Let's see what it says.
See?
Yeah, password authentication failed for user questions app. Okay. One, two, three, four. That Helm output would be able to tell you if we run that command again to get the password, but it looks like everything should be hunky dory, but yeah, we're just missing something. Don't know what it is.
User questions app. Wait. The bind address is already in use for what?
Yeah, because you're running a local Postgres. I'm
I
assuming.
am?
Or are you? I don't know.
I shouldn't be. Oh, I bet I am. No, I'm not.
Nope. You might be running. Oh, it's probably already port forwarded it. Yeah, it might be. Oh no, I don't know.
It shouldn't be port forwarded.
Are you running like Postgres via Homebrew?
Okay. That was brew services. I shouldn't be.
It's not
Say
started.
it's not started. Oh.
Interesting.
I used to run into that all the time, and it was usually I was running Postgres in a Docker container somewhere.
Yep. Okay. Well, that was all that I had. I think.
Okay.
We're so close, but again, there might be some other little typo somewhere.
Probably. It's probably a micro typo, so
Yeah. We're very, very close though to be able
no
to
worries.
connect to the database. Let's follow up again when we get some of this stuff running. Maybe we can get Prometheus installed. We
Okay,
get
that sounds
Grafana
good.
in there, and we can all run that stuff through your Raspberry Pi.
Sounds good.
All right. I'm gonna take off. Thanks so much for having me on stream.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye.